Hi everyone, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping in. I'm Rena, and in today's Boxes and Deals, I have a box from Stylevana, an Asian beauty online shopping experience. And they actually sent this box full of products. There are 7 products in here for me free for review. So thank you to Stylevana for that. So amazing that I've been able to get to try so many new skincare products that I've never heard. Some brands I had never heard of, they were new to me. Some brands I had heard of but maybe hadn't tried. Some that have already become absolute favorites of mine because they work so well. I mean, skincare, that's a tricky one because you have to try it, often you have to try it a while to see how well it works. But you know it works well when you can feel a difference immediately, and especially if you use it for every day for a week, for instance, and you can tell a difference, you know it's good. And I have found some like that. So this is, again, 7 new products. Usually they'll send me a whole facial regimen. Like usually it'll include a cleanser, maybe a toner, an eye cream, a moisturizer, and SPF, for example. So this month, I do not believe we got a cleanser, but we'll go one by one and see what we did receive. If you would like to see what I received in this month's Stylevana box, please stay tuned. The first one that I would, out of here, the first one that I would apply after cleansing my face would be the toner, and this is Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Probiotica Essence Toner, made with pure centella from Madagascar. And what I'll do is right now I'll just do the unboxing, and then I'm going to show you kind of how I would use them, what I think of them after using them several times, as well as some of the benefits in some of the ingredients. Alright, so this is what the bottle looks like. So we also received these eye gels. This is Gold and Snail. I know it's kind of partly hidden, so here's that. Gold and Snail Slime Extract. Help make your skin firm, healthy, and have a glowing complexion. This is by the brand, I'm not sure I can pronounce it correctly, but Prather. So it's soothing, it keeps skin pure, it's firming, and for healthy skin. Made in Korea. I believe this one is also made in Korea. I've looked at that one before. The nice thing about these also, and I mentioned, yes, Korea. I mentioned this in a previous video, but in case you hadn't seen that one, what I really like about these is that on the boxes and the products themselves, it always has an expiration date as well as the how many months you can have it open, so how long after opening. So I really like that because I have skincare that maybe I received in a box, but I get so much skincare sometimes that I don't know how long I've had it. So it has the, 6 or 12 or 18 month. Once you open it, it's good for that long. But I know that sometimes, especially certain ingredients, can go bad within a couple years, even if it hasn't been opened. So I really appreciate that these all come with an expiration date for if they're not opened. But once it's open, then you go by the 6 or 12 month. So this one, for example, expires January of 2026. So this toner is good for 3 years unopened. Once you open it, it is good for 12 months. So right there, manufacture date, expiration, and 12 months. So if I leave it unopened, it's good until 2026. As soon as I open it, that is as long as it's stored properly. That's the other key. You don't want it stored in a warm room or with a lot of steam like in the bathroom unless it's in a closed cabinet. But once you open it, then 12 months. And then the eye gels, manufactured and expires in 2025. And then once opened, they're good for, 2 months. Oh, so you gotta use this one fast. 2 months once opened. So once you open these, and I'll open them right away because I need to try it out and let you guys know, it's only going to be good for 2 months. This is what the top looks like. And it also comes with a little spatula so we can get them out without contaminating the rest. How many are there so we know? Okay, there are 60 patches, which means divided by 2 eyes, 30. So that's 1 month. So if you use them every night for a month, or you can use them every other night for 2 months and then, you know, be done. See what it looks like, but it is sealed. And what I'll do on these products as well is write on it with a Sharpie when I opened it. So I need to start using that habit with all of my skincare, because once it's open, you only have so many months, but then you're like, well, when did I open it? So I need to make that more of a habit and mark each product. All right, so it's very bubbly. I'm gonna try to show you without it spilling. So that's what the eye gels look like. But I don't want to tip it too much because it will spill. But I'll show you them on when I try them out. You can do this at the same time as the eye gels. You can put on a sheet mask. So these, by the brand VT, we've gotten some things from them previously, kind of the Sika line as well. The Sika Hyalon. And then this shows the amount of collagen, hydrolyzed collagen. So for elasticity and moist care, and there are 30 in this box. I love this box, by the way. But there are 30 sheet masks in here, so we get a full month supply, or again, 2 month supply if you use them every other night. They are good for, the expiration is 2026, but once you open them, they're also good for 2 months. So I would just use them probably every other night along with the eye gels, and you know that they're good for the whole 2 months and done. So you open it like this and just pull the tab like this. Maybe. So yes, you just have to pull, give it a good tug and pull from the corner and it'll open up for you. I just took that whole tab off, and this also comes with little mini, not spatula, but little tongs. Isn't that awesome? It fits right into the lid. So there's a plastic sheet on top right now. So I'll show it to you when I open. I don't want to take that off and make a mess at the moment, but I'll show it to you in use. So that's that. Love it. I love that. That is so cool. And then an overnight mask. And this one we received Abib Rice Probiotics Overnight Mask. And it's a barrier jelly. This one expires in 2026 as well. 12 months after opening. So you get a whole year on this product once you open it. So this is what the jar looks like. I love that. Comes with a little spatula. I've noticed that a lot of these do, and I love that. And it is a jelly consistency. I got 2 serums, so I could use one in the day and one at night, perhaps. If I did that, or you can, change it around different nights or whatever. If I did that on the nighttime one, I would use this, the Tea Tree Relief Serum, because that's a healing one for your face, so it could be healing overnight. And this is by, again, I might butcher the name, Ionic. It is powerful relief, mild moisturizing, soothing care, brightening, and wrinkle care. Also made in Korea. I believe all of these are. So when you open it, oh, this is beautiful. It's a nice glass jar. So this one you would definitely want to keep in a cool, dark place. And it would last, it expires in 2025, but once you open it, you have 12 months as long as it's stored properly. This is one of those types that you would definitely want to store in a cabinet or in a place that doesn't get too hot. I'm sure you can use it both night and day, but then for the daytime, after the toner, I would put on my day serum. And we also received the Centella Unscented Serum. It's essential oil free, Centella Asiatica, again, 49%, soothing and nourishing, niacinamide plus ceramide plus peptides. So that's a great one for the day because it will plump your skin, it'll keep it soothing and nourished for the day, and help to give you that skin moisture barrier and prevent pollutants. But you could use it at night as well. But if I were to choose one for day and one for night, that's what I would personally choose. So it looks like that, and then you open it up, and it is this bottle with the little pump instead of the dropper. Expires in 2026. Once opened, this one actually doesn't say how long it lasts once opened, so I would just try to use it within a year. A lot of times I'll do an eye cream as well for day and night, but I would then put on my moisturizer, and this one is a Vegan Active Berry Lifting Cream by Dr. Ciracle. This one expires in 2026 and is good for 12 months after opening. That's so pretty. So that's another glass jar with purple. Isn't that pretty? You can't tell in the camera, but it is a very soft pink, almost lilac pink, I guess. Oh, that smells nice. Has a hint of a fruity scent. It is a high-density lifting cream formulated with encapsulated resveratrol, which is amazing. Smooth skin, fresh skin cells, and also upcycled berries to improve elasticity for plump complexion. Yes, I am going to love this. You also will want to apply an SPF. This one is called Foundation Free Sun Cream. But often I won't do both just because it'll be too heavy for me. So I'll have to try this sun cream and see what it feels like. There's some SPFs that I can use as a moisturizer. There's some that I use over my moisturizer. It just really depends on the SPF itself. But this looks like it would be good by itself. Foundation Free Sun Cream Moisture. SPF 50 plus, which I like for my face, by Manyo, and also made in Korea. This is good for 12 months after opening, and it's good through 2026. That's unusual for an SPF because usually those only last supposedly for a year, but 12 months after opening. And that's what it looks like. That's what we received, so we'll do part 2 and see what I think. First, I'm trying out the daytime routine, and I started out with cleansing my face already. So the next step will be the toner, and I like to use the reusable rounds. And we'll just speed up through the application here. Next, I'm using the Centella serum. This one is more of a kind of liquid gel consistency. I do like how it absorbed and it made my face feel actually pretty smooth. What I like to do is I like to put the serum in one palm and pat my palms together and then apply to each side of my face at the same time. It's just the easiest way to do it. Of course, I couldn't do both hands at the same time on camera here because I'm holding the camera. And usually here's where I would do an eye cream. One didn't come in this box, so I did that off camera.
Next is our moisturizer, so I'm using the Active Berry Cream, which I'll gently spread across my face and then press in. Now I did notice that even though it's a cream consistency, it felt afterwards slightly tacky for a little bit, so I wasn't sure if I would continue to use it for a daytime moisturizer, but if so, I think it would make a great foundation primer. But in general, without makeup over it, I don't know if I would reach for it. Last step in our daytime routine is, of course, SPF. I love the feeling of this one. I did try it by itself without the previous moisturizer. I used it as a moisturizer as well as SPF. One, I like that it does not leave a white cast. Two, I like that it absorbs well. It does sort of leave a tacky feeling, but it's not heavy. It's not tacky in the same way that the moisturizer was, if that makes sense, but just enough that it would make your foundation feel smooth on your face, and again, smooth even by itself as well. Now let's get into the nighttime routine that I tried out. First, I started with the tea tree serum. This one has a more watery texture, so it absorbed right into my skin, and then I waited a few minutes to let that completely absorb before applying the eye gels. So this is the Gold Snail Serum eye gels. And I went ahead and used the little mini tongs that actually came in the sheet masks box. I just felt like it might be easier. When applying, I just made sure that it wasn't too close to my eyeball. So it's mostly for that dark circles and a little bit on the outside for the crow's feet. I don't like it feeling like I can't blink. Next is the sheet mask, 1 to 2 months worth, just like the eye gels. I took off the plastic sheet and we have our little mini tongs again. And then you just pull one out, unfold it gently, and apply it to your face. And then you just have that right over your eye gels, and you'll just let it sit there for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then when that time is up and you remove it, you just pat in the remaining serum, or you can pat off the extra like I did here. It was just a little too much for me. Last, I'll show the overnight mask that I used. It is a gel, so you can use it over, after the sheet masks if you wish, or you could use it on separate nights. For me, I would probably use it on separate nights just because it's just an additional mask, just in a different form. You can either use it as an all-night mask and then wash it off the next morning. It is a tacky feel, so I kind of washed it off after a little while because I just didn't like the feel. But you can see how pretty tacky it did make it feel, but it keeps the moisture in, and so by the next morning and once you rinse it all off, your face feels nice and smooth and silky. I noticed it gave a nice glow as well.
If you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!